Thanks for joining Your Body Advocate podcast. I am Ruth Cummings, your host, and I'm always talking about your body's side of the story. And today, in episode 44, I want to talk about 5 ways to heal the head and different parts of the head and some different ways to think about it. 5 ways to heal the head. Let's take a deep breath to relax. Ready? All right, here we go.
You're listening to Your Body Advocate, telling your body's side of the story. The podcast dedicated to supporting and improving your body-mind connection so you can live a pain-free, passion-filled life, dissolving one body tension at a time. Discover the healing properties of your own body language, and together let's explore ways to support and improve essential self-talk. Now, here's your host, Master of Encouragement and Body-Mind Life Coach, Ruth Cummings.
So the head has so many ways that it can hurt, and I work on so many different parts. So I wanted to talk about 5 of them. So just a general headache, okay? A headache that goes around like this. Then I want to talk about jaw pain, eye pain, sinus pain, and occiput pain right here. Occiput's where the skull comes together with the head. So when you're having pain in any area like this, that's the band that goes across. It's like wearing a headband, except it's just below where you'd wear a headband, like right here. Anywhere around the eyes, all the way around, above the ears to the back side of the occiput here. So where the skull and the neck meet, there's some muscles that right there that can get really, really tight. This area is like seeing the world clearly. If you're seeing your world with rose-colored glasses, you're not really seeing what you should be seeing. You're not really seeing what's right in front of you. Maybe you're in an abusive relationship and you just can't get out of it. Maybe you're in a job that you don't like and you just won't look at that reality. When you continue not to look at the reality in your world, but you know it's there instinctively, what starts to happen is you actually, with your body, start to squint and kind of turn your head to I would say evert your gaze. So you're kind of go like this, literally doing that. I've had people on my massage table looking away from me when we talk about something that's hard to talk about. And they're having this headache that goes all the way around. Sometimes it's right here by the temples. Sometimes it's around their eyes. Sometimes it's by their occiput. So if you have some eye pain and it goes around like this, that's what I'd like to for you to consider is what's going on in your world where you might be everting your gaze. You might be looking through rose-colored glasses. Oh, everything's so great. Everything's just honky-dory, when it's really not, and it's just too much to handle at that time. When your body starts to feel like it has enough support, then your headaches will get worse because it recognizes that you have a way to get out of that situation. So I can get more depth on another podcast, but today I want to continue around the head. So if you have that area, you can massage that. Consider rose-colored glasses and what you're not really looking at clearly. So another one I want to talk about is jaw pain. Jaw pain, are you clenching? Are your teeth off? Is this a nervous habit that you have at night or during the day? I know my husband, when he gets mad at me, you can hear that his teeth clench. And there's other times when he's mad at other people in traffic or at just TV or other things that he's listening to, the kids making interesting decisions. You can hear his jaw go and then like this area get really, really tense. That type of pain in here can go up into your head and can cause neck pain. Also can cause, of course, all types of pain in your jaw. So one of the things that you can do for this is to massage. I have a really pretty good jaw massage video down in my blog if you need that, and I will link to it in this podcast. But you can massage your jaw, you can pull. If you do it really, really slowly, you could actually take like 3 minutes to pull all the way down like that. And that's a really nice way, not only to relax your jaw, but to relax the other headache we were just talking about that goes around like this. If you're doing jaw clenching as a stress maneuver, as a tick, as something you're responding to, maybe you could replace it with something different. If you recognize that you do it, then you're like, oh, I just did that. And try to do something different. Maybe stretch or take a breath or change your action to that response and see if you can change that habit. And then maybe relax your jaw for life. We can go into that more at another time as well. If you have some eye pain, like it's just around your eyes, we really abuse them. We're reading in the dark, we're reading these little screens, we're taking all this blue light from stuff that we're looking at. They really don't get very much attention. And so if you're having eye pain and sometimes it won't go away, I like to show people to massage with your thumbs. Now, I don't have any nails, but massage the inside of this area. And there's a massage, I'll link that below to do that. So you kind of go in all the way across on the inside and then do the same thing with the upper fingers down here. And you don't have to use much pressure. You can use a little bit of pressure, make sure that you're not hurting yourself, and don't press your eye too much into your head. But that can really help. Another thing I find that helps the eye pain is to find a coordinating spot on the occiput. So where this area is back here, you can sometimes press up into the skull and you can find a tender spot. Sometimes that spot will correspond with not seeing clearly or dehydration. But another thing that it does is it goes straight through. And this is from in my opinion, the not seeing clearly. It'll go from the left eye to the right occiput, right eye, left occiput. But sometimes it goes to the same. What I suggest you do is go in there, press up, find a little sore spot, and then find a corresponding sore spot right here inside. So mine is right here. And then I'm going to find one right here. And I'm going to put pressure on those together. And then I kind of teeter-totter. So I take pressure off this point and put it on this point, take it off this point, put it on this point, like that. But I'm still holding like warmth on the point up here. I'm just not pressing into it. So that's one way to try to get rid of eye pain. And at the same time, it can get rid of like that headache that you get after not having enough water. Like if you don't drink most of the day and then you get that headache, that can alleviate that. That's one of the ways. And so another one that I'd like to show is if you have sinus pain. So it's in here and like also in your eyes, you can do that also. But sinus stuff, if you can go along the ridge of the nose and then this cheekbone here. So you just press into it and down like this. And don't use too much pressure at first. Then you can see that you can use pressure and kind of press in and press out all the way to right here by your ear. And then I go back in. And I show some of these later and earlier. Okay, that's where you would press like that. There's another way you can do sinus issues is by tapping onto your hand on one of the bones. So if you take it like this and you press in and then you hammer with that middle finger on right here about, kind of depends on the person, but I do it right here. You can feel it moving stuff on the inside. So if you need to blow your nose and it just will not come out and it just feels so stuck, this is one of the things you can do. And I'm not sure if you can hear that. I'll get closer. But it actually makes like a knocking noise. It sounds like someone's knocking at the door. So that's one of the ways also to deal with sinus pain in here. And the last one I've already brought up, but it's on the occiput. So again, if you put your fingers up here like this and then lean into that, you'll go right up under the occiput. And that really helps with dehydration if you're dehydrated, or other problems with your eyes like this. Sometimes a lack of sleep. If you put your fingers up like this into this area, it can help relax that and really help your head calm down. And the last one, it's a bonus, is to pull on your ears. Now, I put my fingers inside my ears like this. I show an ear massage video, and that's a really nice one too. This one I'm just going to show you. If you have any, if you have plugging in your ears, you feel like there's a lot of wax, you have some ear drainage, you have any type of infection in your ear, one thing you can do is you just take your fingers like this and you go in, so the thumb's right below, and you're going to pull down so slightly. It's as if, the best way I like to say it is like it's you're holding a chip that you don't want to break. So you're not crushing it, but you just want to hold it so you could grab it from a friend, or even lighter would be holding a butterfly. So it's really light. So I'm going to put this in here like this, and then my thumb is on the bottom, and I'm just going to pull straight down. Now, when I close my eyes, it feels like I'm coming all the way down, but it would look like this if I do it on myself. And I breathe through it. And I'm using very light pressure, but when you're pulling constantly like that, it feels so nice. You can feel it moving all the way down your ear canal. It's very, very nice. I used to get a lot of ear infections, a lot of strep throat, a lot of strep throat. And this really feels like it's still healing that. I had to eventually get my tonsils taken out. That was so painful. As an adult, it's hard as an adult, way easier as a kid. And so pulling like that, okay? So there's another one. There's so many things on the head, right? We got the ears and the nose and the mouth and the eyes, everything's going on. So there's a lot of places to hurt. So there's 5 quick ways to help you stop hurting in your head. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Your Body Advocate with Ruth Cummings. We're so glad you've joined us today and truly believe you can live a pain-free, passion-filled life. To connect with Ruth, work with Ruth, or to grab your free ebook, go to ruthcummings.com. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. Until next time, friends, be open, include the unincluded, think outside the box, and spread love and kindness one smile at a time.